Hey everyone, this is Sebi from Valorant Central. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Now, in this video, we're going to be talking about an incoming Viper buff that we can expect in the near future. Now, of course, Riot Games hasn't officially announced a buff. However, a Reddit user was commenting on the problem with Viper and why she needs to be buffed. And the top comment was from a Riot Games employee, Altobre, saying that we can most likely expect buffs for her in the next patch, that being patch 1.04. We're going to be looking at why Viper has been an underwhelming agent in the game, as well as what changes could be made to improve her as a whole. If you do enjoy this video, be sure to drop it a like and subscribe to the channel for more Valorant content. Now, why exactly does Viper need a buff, you may ask? Well, the first reason is her overall pick rate. When looking on BlitzGG, we can see the pick rate of each agent, and Viper comes in the lowest at 2.9% in competitive. Now, this is looking at Gold 2, and in every rank she was the lowest. However, I looked at Gold 2, I thought it would be a pretty average rank, and this is ridiculously low considering there are only 11 agents in the game right now. Now, this is an average pick rate for her at an average level, but when looking at Viper's pick rate in high levels as well, we could take a look at Hiko's most recent tier list. He has Viper as a C tier agent, as no one in high elo really picks her due to a lack of her benefit to a team. I think both these are sure tell signs that Viper needs a buff, because at the end of the day, the ideal goal for Riot Games would be to make each agent a viable option in games, which is as similar pick rates as possible. Now that we know that she is picked so little in the game, we can actually look at why she is picked so low. Now, why exactly is her pick rate so low? Well, there are a few reasons for that, and I think Reddit user GabrielC55 discusses Viper's issues the best. They break it down into two categories, that being ease of use and presence. When it comes to ease of use with Viper, the biggest problem is that her abilities take too long to cast and also require a decent set of skills to control. Unlike the other controllers being Omen and Brimstone, who can cast exactly where they want their smokes, Viper has to throw her smokes, wait for it to land, and then cast it. Her smokes in general just aren't as effective for blocking sights, and when you consider the amount of poison it would take to keep her wall and smoke up, it wouldn't last as long as Brimstone's or Omen's smoke, so because of this, she's not as good at delaying. The only aspect of her kit which make her smokes more desirable in a sense is that there is the poison aspect which can deal damage, however it doesn't seem enough to be worthwhile. This brings us to the second problem, that being the presence aspect of her, where her toxins do not last long enough and also don't do enough damage to make her worthwhile to play. As you know, her abilities do damage once you go into them, however once you go out it fully recharges you back to the health you were at very quickly. Now, after considering these two aspects that they discussed, I feel like one last aspect which not many people consider when looking at Viper's pick rate in general is she is just an overall more difficult agent to play. I like the idea of having the toxins manually controlled, but I feel as though it makes her a more complicated agent, deterring some players from playing her. When you consider the average player who wants to play just for fun, and maybe a bit competitively, I could see why they would stray away from playing Viper due to the complexity she brings to the game. Not to mention that she is one of the agents that needs to be unlocked. Most players I know are waiting to unlock her last due to there not being a desire to play her, so this can also contribute to her low pick rate. Now that we have addressed the overall issues of Viper, we can look at what some solutions could be to make her a more played agent. Now, first of all, I don't think her kit needs to necessarily be changed, as I don't think it is bad. I think it actually has potential to be good, but instead I think they can be slightly tweaked to make her a bit better of an agent. Now, what would make her more desirable is if her poison damage lasted longer. I know when playing an enemy Viper, many players are not scared to walk through her poison because they know they would quickly regain their health when walking out. They could make the poison damage last longer once you leave her poison in order to make it worthwhile and deter players from going through it. Now, in order to make her smokes and walls more useful too, they could make Viper regain her toxins quicker so that her abilities can be up for longer. This would help her be a better controller as she could stall time for longer and deter people from coming through the site. Now, although these are not a huge change, I think they can definitely make her more of a picked agent. I think changing her too much is dangerous as it could result in a very OP buff, which would then need to be nerfed in the future, but I could see them slightly adjusting her abilities to make her more powerful. Let me know what you think should be done to make Viper a more picked agent. Do you think she needs a total rework of her kit or just possibly buffs to what she already has? Leave a comment down below with that because I'd love to hear what you have to say about that topic. Remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all things Valorant. And that's about it for this video, and thanks for watching.